Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so this session we want to create a, let's say, a new branch, Impl Player Observer. Impl Player Observer. Good. Then, good. So now so how do we have? How many changes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 commits. Yeah. It would be nice if this change here was not part of this change, because it just does a whole bunch of unrelated refactorings. I wonder if we should maybe do a few more refactoring changes in the spirit of this one here. So basically, what is really hard to look at is all these things here that we removed. We already have a change for that. That does it on the whole code base. Another thing I find really hard to look at is this this here, when the assignment is without any spaces, because then you have this, like this mess of very tight typing. So that's hard to look at. What I don't like is this here. This is hard to look at because then the code is so dense. Very hard on the eyes. Okay. Maybe remove user scope and comments. Yeah. Code comments and closing scopes. So regarding this change here, I think one thing I would like to do is merge this guy, this change here. Hold on. Let's do a reset current branch to here, mixed. Yeah. And then we merge this in here to this one. Okay. And then I'm create a new branch out of this. We say refactor assignments. Or let's say assignments comparisons spacing. Assignments comparison spacing. Refactor spacing of assignments comparisons. Yeah. Okay, and then in here we do, we go to our Python scripts. Python scripts. Yeah. So here we have strip useless comments behind scope end, and then let's create a new one here. Add spaces between add spaces around assignments and comparison operators, and there we do if do we have a line find any of line dot find the lowest index in S where substring sub is found. Can we give like multiple characters or I think we need to ask ChatGPT how this would work. How do we in Python, how do we find a character from a series of characters in a string? While loop, yeah. If any ch and s for ch and chars, at least one of the characters in the strings from the matching character. Okay, it's like a million ways to do it. Okay, so we can find a next. How about we do search characters, search chars, and then we put an array of characters. So we want to search for this assignment, for smaller, for larger, for equal, and smaller equal, and larger equal. Right. Anything else? And not equal. Not equal. These guys. Yeah. Okay. And then we say while. Now we say for char in search chars. So let's call it search char. Jesus, search char. So while we do this, and then while can we do a do while? Is that a thing? No. Let's say while true. While true. Then we do line.find search char. Yeah. And then we have an index. Say a search index. And then we say if search index is smaller than 0, then break, and we're done, right? Good. And otherwise, if we find this character, hold on. We need to we also need to have search index equals 0. And here in this find, I think we can pass a start, yeah, start index. Start index, there we go, search index. Okay. And then so if we find this guy, then we need to see we need to figure out if there is a space before this or not. Yeah. So we say if I think we can say if it is smaller than 1. No? It's smaller than 0. Smaller than if it is smaller than smaller equal 1, smaller equals 0, then we're done. Yeah. If it's at position 0, no, that's not right. Smaller 0, yeah. So if then we say if search index is larger than 0, then we will have another condition if search index is smaller than the length line minus 1. Yeah, and then we say so it's larger than 0 and line search index minus 1 is dot space. If not, and not is space, then we then we first need to increment the search index by 1 after we modify the line. So line will be line, oh boy, search index and then plus space plus the rest. Search index, the rest, right? And then we increment search index. Yeah, and if this and line search index plus len search char. If that is not space, this means minus. Let's do a search char. Let's do here search char len equals this. Then this will be minus search char len. Then we do line equals, oh boy, line search index plus that plus space plus plus line search index plus this, the end, right? And yeah, search index, that doesn't need modifying anymore. We actually don't need to modify the search index at all if we just put this before the other. If we do this, yeah. Okay, so if I done this correctly, then this will work. Let's see. Let's put let's put a breakpoint down here. And let's apply formatting. We do this and now we just copy this and we just put it here. And we comment this out. Good. Okay, so we just want to apply the formatting and just test it. Yeah. Okay. let's see what happens. Good. So let's see what we have. Equal symbol. What is the line? Okay, that's already unexpected. Aha. Aha. We need to skip. Right. We need to have some common awareness. Let's do a line without comment. Yeah, line without comment. No, let's do a comment begin. Let's do comment begin index. Oh, we already have that here. How about we simply move this guy up here. Comment begin index. I already have that. And then we say here if is smaller or the search index is larger equal, well, larger, really larger, comments begin, comments begin index, then we break that out. So okay, that doesn't help because we're still in the comments. We're still in the comment. Because how do we know? How do we know? How about we say here a bool in comments, in block comments, there we go. We set that to false, and then we say if in block comments, apply formatting. bool. Bool. We say if not in block comments. Good. And we say here, how do we recognize we are in a block comment? If line dot find let's say index block comments begin index block comment begin index. Then we have block comments begin end. Line dot find. So we say if we want to use it simply, then we don't have. The problem with this is like before the block comment starts, there could be, you know, some. There could be some code before block comment begins, or after block comment ends, there could be inline code behind that. So it's not so clear cut. We would have to. Maybe we say block comment. Block. I mean, for starters, we can maybe implement it simple. I mean, just say if we say naive. Let's say in block comments temp, yeah, false. Okay, and then we say, let's put this here in block comment, and then so if index is larger equals 0, then we set this to true and this to true. And if block comment begin index begin end begin index end index and if the end index is larger equals 0, then we put in block comment false. Yeah, it is naive because it totally ignores any inline code before this or after this, but let's assume that this is rather rare, so probably don't care about it much. So this should work. Naive, block comments, recognition. Yeah, does this work? So if we are in block comment, okay. Block comment. Well, what happens if in the same line the block comment ends and then it begins again? Oof. Oh, it's extremely naive. Oh, this could we could shoot ourselves in the foot. Block comment begin, block comment end. Maybe we put this index here. Hold on, wrong position. So that means we only find one behind another one. So there can't be this behind this if we search like this. That gives a bit of confidence, yeah. Block comment. Yeah, true. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, that looks okay. Okay, and now we check basically. Let's see. Yeah, so this shouldn't get any hit. Okay, fair enough. What is that? What is now? Pointer. Yeah. What happened? Wait, true. Oh. Search index. We need to initialize this with -1, and then we do need to search index +1. I see a problem here though. If we search for this, and we find this. Shit, that's more complicated than I thought. think we need to change. We cannot do these here because essentially this is also part of this, right? So these will collide with each other. So we need to do this, and then we need to say if search char is not this, then search char len will always be 1, so we can do here +1, -1, 1, 1, okay. Then here we will do if but that also that's a problem. Oh. Okay, it's a bit more problematic than I thought. Yeah. Right. I think I... Okay, how about we say if by the way, here we should do how about we say if search char len is 1 and that let's do the following. If Here, we make a if out of bounds. If shit. No, I think we have to do it like this. So if this and my gosh, and line search index +1 is equal, then we continue. Let's put a breakpoint in here. Let's do some checking. Say skip this when it is not our turn, when it's not their turn. Break, say this is nothing found, done. This is leading space is missing, and this is this is trailing, isn't it? Trailing space is missing, and this is leading space is missing. Okay, good. Let's give that a spin. Good. So nothing found here. Perfect. Next. Okay, so here we have found something. Let's go. So and now we have found nothing, and we are done. Next. Now we have next character, which is search char is this, and we have found something here, but now it wants to insert. Right. Let's do if it's search char len let's say if search char is this symbol and this nope. If it's larger than 0 and line search index -1 is a minus, then We're not interested. This is a pointer. Skip the pointer. Continue. Skip the pointer, and that means we go on here and we find nothing else. Fantastic. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here again. Here we have another pointer. We don't care. Okay, will we get some... Will we get some proper... Continue. Let's see. Okay, we have no hit so far. No hit so far. Okay, let's put a breakpoint in our hits here. Okay, there we have a hit. Oh shit. Well. Okay, it's not that simple because the syntax, yeah, it uses this kind of thing. Yeah, no, I think for this kind of job we would need Clang format. This is, yeah. The problem with Clang format is it doesn't allow us to just like apply one kind of thing, right? It just wants to do the whole shebang. So you can't do incremental formats with it, as far as I'm aware. That would be pretty cool if we could just like format one thing at a time to keep the diffs simple. Because if you do format everything at once, it's so hard to review and see, you know, and like you get this whole thing and then it's hard to like merge, right? And so it would be really cool if we could do it step by step. Yeah, okay, this is getting very complicated. Yeah. I mean, anything with templates will have these symbols. Anything with templates, yeah. Yeah. This is some clever approach. Something clever. No, I don't know. I mean, there's so many possibilities, right? This template. Yeah. We can try without these two characters. Let's see if that works. How far that gets us. Like this, for example, a equal Oh, right, we have that kind of character. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We also have that kind of thing. Then we would have to save that. And this. Pipe or that. Skip the oh, fantastic. Okay. Okay, so is this now looking good? Let's see. Search char, yeah. Okay, so the leading one will be modified. No, the trailing one first, yeah. And now the leading one. Okay, so that works. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, actually, we need to increment. So here we need to, let's do a search impact plus equal 1. Let's do a trailing first. So here we need to search index, leading space is missing is plus equal 1 and search index. Search index plus equal 1. Yeah, then here also plus equal 1. Training space. No, here we don't need to increment. I think that would be enough. Let's see. Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, so there we do that, and there we do that. Okay, that works. And now it's -1. Yeah, okay, so that works correctly. What do we have here? Okay, what is that? Oh, well, that's not correct. Right. Or smaller. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Okay, what do we have here? Oh shit, another one. So if search challenge equals that. Beautiful. Beautiful code. Okay, let's see how far we can get it. It's a interesting challenge. Okay, that's wrong again. Right, so you also need a that. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Oh, plus equal. Plus, minus, division, multiplication, modulo. Is there anything else? Who knows? Okay, so this one is fine. Let's see what's next in store. Aha. Okay, this looks good. Mm-hmm. 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 What is this? There's a comparison. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Okay, that works. And then we should find another one. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Cool. How long is this? Oh. There are more. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, what do we have here? Yeah. Okay. Maybe for starters, we should only do the assignments. So we do assignment operators. So we do these guys and this one and plus equal and minus equal. Let's put this at the end and divided equal and modulo equal. Is there anything else? Let me see. C++. C++ assignment operators. Equal, plus, minus, down, and this. Aha, there's more. Look at that. Oh boy. Aha. Okay, but this one is very rare here. Okay, well, we can put the XOR here. And I guess we can put some. I mean, you are. Yeah. So that is equal. Let's put these up here. Skip that when. Okay, let's try this abomination. Good. It's probably also very slow. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that does what it should. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this looks like it could be working just fine. So how about we mass apply this now to all the files and see how that looks then. So yeah, to do that, we need to uncomment this one. And then we need to move this naive block recognition to here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do the formatting. True. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works. Probably will take a while because this looks like a very expensive Python construct. Yeah, that's my expectation. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, it already has some results. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but it does skip here. It does skip here some lines. Why is it not doing this line here? What is this? It must think that this is a block comment, maybe. That's wild. Yeah, that's weird. Why is it not recognizing this guy? Same here. That's weird. Same here. So it skips some things. That's weird. Why? Okay, so we have some weird results here. Yeah. Okay, I would say we simply search for an example like this one here. Yeah. Then we say here, if line equals this line, yeah, then I would like to have a breakpoint in here. Yeah. Okay. Then then we need this here again. And we put it here. Oh shit. Let's put this back. Ugh. Continue. Let's see. So this should hit now. No? Let's do if find find this is larger equals 0, yeah? So it should find this, right? Or not. Okay, it just took a while. Okay. So this guy, why is it not formatting this? It's not in the block comments. Search char. So basically what we should find is, we should find an assignment. This. Yeah. Behind a 1 and before a 0. Let's see. So search index, and it found something, yeah. So if it's comment begin index, right. Right. Search index is smaller than 0, or search index is larger than this, or let's say if comment search begin is larger equal 0, and search index is larger than this, then break. Oh, found in comments, found in inline comments. Done. Okay, let's try this. Let's remove this here. My gosh. Okay, let's have that run through. Aha, that looks more like it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It also updates the comments, the string formats, yeah. But I guess that's fine. Maybe. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good on first sight. Now, there could be some edge cases that I did not anticipate, right? But for starters, I think this helps readability. Yeah, so if we have a string, it does it in a string, then yeah, it's probably mostly debug strings that have like some assignment in there. Then it's like var equals this value. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah. And I think that helps readability a bit. Yeah. Like it breaks these dense assignments, like where it's hard to like see the in between. Plus, it adds consistency. Okay, it's quite a big change, but it's doing one thing only, so that's good. Okay, I would like to reapply it on a fresh run because now I applied it with 2 runs, which I don't know, there could have something gone wrong. So let me reset the guys. Yeah. Okay, let's clean up this here. Add leading space. Add trailing space. Okay, I think that works. I hope that this here works. Let's put a breakpoint in here. Line. Yeah. Block comments. I hate block comments. Yeah. Okay, so this one also ends. Yeah. True. Okay. Good. I assume that this all works. Good. Is it run through? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. So if that all has worked, then this should all compile. Let's compile all the tools and zero. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I mean, it looks good on first sight, but of course there could be some edge case that we are missing, right? Yeah. Applying this with script is always dangerous. Yeah. But it's certainly more efficient than doing it by hand, because it would take forever. Yeah. That would take forever. Yeah. Okay, but it looks like a pretty simple. Yeah, it looks simple enough. Here we had some sample texts. Here. Options. Oh, that is actually not good. That will break things. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so that's not good. Yeah. So we would have to detect quotes and not do it in quotes. Yeah. Because that would certainly break things. Ugh. 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 So we would have to go with some well, that complicates matters. This means that our implementation is not working. Like there could be multiple quotes in a line. Yeah. How can we do it? Would have to build a list of begin-end pairs. That's quite expensive. Yeah. So if there's a quote, also the problem is quotes can be escaped, right? I think we need something like a class index pair begin index end index, and then we have def find quote quote pairs, find quotes in string, and then we would pass the line str, and the return would be a list of index pair. Yeah, and then we would have a list index pair, and then we return the lists, and then would have to while true line dot find quote. Let's do index -1, index +1, index if index smaller than 0, then break. So index pair, index if let's say if index is larger than 0 and line -1 is this character, which is like this one. So it's an escape quote, then we do continue. Yeah. Otherwise, if do we have an empty? If len L is 0 or L last element -1 dot no if len is this, then L dot append index pair oh shit, pair equals index pair is that how we initialize it? Like this? Yeah. Pair dot begin index equals index. Oh boy, that's a complicated, isn't it? Pair, and then that would be done. Continue. If len, that's probably easier way to do it, but I don't know. Len. No, if pair. Let's have what is or or L minus 1 dot end index equals 0. Otherwise, else L minus 1 dot end index equals index, right? Like this. Find quotes and strings. Okay, and then so this is how to build this thing, and then we need another function. Can I make a function in here? Def is containing and index begin quotes again. Index. We probably should do index plus 1. Yeah, and then here def is contained in the index int that returns a bool, return index larger equal begin index, or and index smaller than self dot end index. Yeah. Is contained, and then let's do here is contained, and then def is contained index int list index pair list is contains bool for E in L if E dot is contained index, then return true, otherwise return false. Okay, and so then we can do here search characters or line in block comment, then we do and expand quotes. We do so let's rename it to build quote pairs. Build quote pairs. Build quote pairs, and we do quote pairs equals build quote pairs line. Okay, and then here we can say found an inline comment, and here we can say if if is contained quote pairs and then search index, and if then continue found in quote string. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh boy. Let's put a breakpoint in here and see if that works first. Okay. So we have a line. Let's put a breakpoint here. Line. Okay, there we go. There we have a quote. So if len is 0, yes. We're creating a pair. We set the index to this number and we append it. And now we have an element in here. Yep. And now we should find another one. And now this one. Aha. Okay, that doesn't work correctly. This should be not. Or not null. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then we go down here, and now this one should fail, and so it should set the end index. End index 24, so it should set 25. And now it's done. Yeah, okay, so that works correctly now. Okay. And then let's put the breakpoint here. Yeah, let's see if is contained is hit. Yeah, there we go. Aha. Yeah, so here it probably found this one here. And it is inside the quote, and so it will skip it. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, I think this will work. Yeah. Okay. Then let's apply this freshly to all the files. Oh man, this sucks. Okay, let's apply this bullshit. Oh, this one also doesn't look great. Operator. Operator. This one we should probably also ignore. Let's say if search index is larger than, how many characters are these? 8. Larger than 8. And operator. Well, let's just say if line.find operator, then we just bail. No, it's naive, but operator, if find operator is larger 0. Let's say it's smaller than search index. Let's say operator keywords, keyword index, if operator keyword index is larger than 0, larger equals 0, and is smaller than search index, then continue. Naive skip operator function. Okay, I think this will work. That means we need to reset again. Okay, let's run it again. Let's put a breakpoint in here. So if it's larger than equal and smaller than search index, yeah. Okay, let's see. Operator, yes. There we go. Yeah, it's naive because it will ignore other things in there, right? Yeah. But I think it's probably good enough for our purposes. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? As long as it doesn't do any false things, then I think I'm happy, right? Okay. Let me ask ChatGPT. With Clang formats, is there a way to apply individual formats? With Clang form, is there a way to apply very specific individual format rules? Very specific format rules. For example, just apply white space around assignments operators. Very specific format rules individually in tiny steps. It's Clang format isn't really designed to apply surgical formatting rules one at a time. It's meant to apply a whole style profile. Yeah. Clang format will only apply white space changes. Space before assignment operators. You can start from based on style none and then enable only the rule you care about. Then run. This way, Clang format will only apply white space changes around that and leave most other things. Not all options can be isolated this way. Some style knobs implicitly affect multiple constructs. Based on style none. Yes. Okay. Maybe we can test with that. Input. Yeah, okay. Not every formatting knob can be isolated this cleanly. Some settings affect multiple constructs. Okay, but I think that it sounds pretty cool that you can do it. I mean, it's cool that it does it for the things that we try to do right now with this Python script. Maybe we should do this instead. Okay, I want to test that as well. This would be much better if this worked. Yeah. Okay, and then so how do we apply this style to all files in a in folders and in folders recursively? How do we apply the style? PowerShell. Okay. batch file. Okay, formats. Yes, for Windows. Can you write me a Clang format file plus a batch script to apply to all files, to folders, to multiple folders recursively. Format all. But we don't want to apply it to. We don't want to apply it to certain folders, only specific ones. Yes, please allow me to specify a few top level folders. Perfect. Oof. Can you write it so that the top level folder names are already in the scripts? Hard code, yes. Folders, there we go. It's simpler. Okay. Style, file. Save the above script, format all in the same place. No, this one is. Can you? Is it possible to also put the batch scripts into a project subfolder? Tool scripts, yeah. Okay, and then what? Okay. Go up one directory. I see. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Okay, how about we give this a try next session, and then we can scrap all the shit that we did here already. Yeah. Maybe I should have asked ChatGPT first before trying to tinker in Python. But it is possible that it doesn't work correctly, right? The claim format, that it doesn't do what we want. So we have to see. Yeah. Have to see. By the way, it's really annoying that we carry these functions here, these files all the time. Let me create a branch here. Let me stash this. Let me go here. Let me create work in progress, aux, window. I carried these for several weeks already, these files there. It's pretty annoying. Okay, let's take these guys. Work in progress, aux, renderer. I don't even know if it will go anywhere with the aux renderer. Okay, and then we go back to this file, this branch, yeah. Stash pop. Okay, cool. Yeah, then good. We didn't accomplish anything in this session really. Then next session I will experiment with the Clang formatting, if we can do that. Yeah, and basically try to slowly apply formatting rules step by step without drastic changes. Yeah. Good. Good. In GitHub, everything is quiet. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then, yeah, we didn't really do anything in this session effectively. Then next session I will try to add this Clang format file and try to apply it. Do we have Clang installed? LLVM. Yeah. How about we get latest version? LLVM. How big is this thing? Oof. 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 LLVM. Download now. Download the latest. 7,200 commits to main since this release in 2 weeks. They have 7,000. Jesus Christ. How much do they? 500. Jesus Christ. They commit every minute. They commit every minute. Look at this. 4 minutes ago, 6, 7, 16, 20, 20. How do they commit that much? What? Who's reviewing all this? How do they get so many commits? What is this? 5,000 open pull requests. Who's reviewing all this? Okay, they also have some pretty old ones. Okay. They never cleaned, they gave up cleaning up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. That's tough. That's tough. Wow. They put all the labels here on this one. All the green ones. Why is this so big? It's like a mono repo where they have everything in there, right? Like all the different projects are in this one repository. If I understand this correctly. 5,000 contributors. This must be one of the biggest projects. Let me see. Contributors. Let's see what these top contributors added here. 32,000. Okay, but he stopped contributing. Okay, so he was in the early days. 2000. Oof. This started in 2001, this project. Wow. So he worked on this for 10 years. This guy has picked up in 2011 until today. Look at that. Not as much as this guy, but respectable. This is one. This one has stopped. He's picking up here. And some real cracks are on this here. It got more and more. Look at that. Peak day at 582 in 1 week. Jesus Christ. Here we have another one. 628 in 1 week. Let's see how many commits since we last watched. Oh, no new commits. Oh. It looks like they are failing builds here. Yeah. Ah, no, it's still building. Well, there's an X here. It looks like they have failing builds here. Windows is failing. Look at that. X. Everything else is passing. Yeah. Wow. That's sick. Okay, so we have this guy. Let's run this guy. Let's install. Windows protected your PC. Unknown publisher. Yeah. Where did we download it from? From here. From github.com. Looks pretty safe. Yeah. I think we can trust it. Run anyway. Page. Uninstall the old version. Well, I have 2 versions installed. No. Just install the new one. Do not add. Add LVM for users. Yes. LVM. Okay, so we need to pick a different folder. So here, this is now 21.1. So 21.1. Probably I need to check my path if now I have multiple LVMs in there, so I don't know. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I will check this offline, the setup. Good, then I will end it here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.